Hey everyone, welcome back to the Data Guy Show. I'm Naz, your curious co host, and I'm here with the one and only Mo, our resident data detective. Today we're diving into a dramatic showdown inspired by a classic movie scene. Think courtroom intensity, but with AI. Mo, what's this about an epic clash between a frustrated user and a snarky LLM?
Naz, I'm thrilled to unpack this with you. Your knack for spotting the drama in tech never fails to impress. Picture this: a user, fed up with an LLM's wild hallucinations, channels their inner Jack Nicholson and yells, "I want the truth. Give me the truth." And the LLM, cool as a cucumber, fires back with some serious snark. "You want the truth? You can't handle the truth without giving me context." Today, we're exploring why context is the key to getting grounded, trustworthy answers from AI. Let's get to the bottom of this case.
Okay, Mo, I'm hooked by the theatrics, but let's dig deeper. Why was this user so upset? And what does context have to do with AI giving us the real deal? I'm not fully sold yet. Convince me.
That's the spirit, Nas. Your curiosity always sharpens the conversation. The user's frustration is real. LLMs, or large language models, can hallucinate, inventing answers when they don't have the right info. It's like asking a librarian for a book they've never seen. They might guess the plot and it's a mess. Context is the missing piece. Without it, an LLM is just riffing off patterns in its training data, not facts. Give it context, like specific documents, data, or background, and it's like handing that librarian the exact book. Suddenly, the answers are grounded in reality.
I'm starting to see it. But let's make this tangible. How does context play out in the real world? Got a story from your own work to back this up?
I've got just the thing, Naz, and I'm glad you asked. It's a pleasure to share with someone who gets to the heart of the matter. In my day job, I often generate release notes for new software updates. A while back, I was using an LLM to summarize features for a major release. First try, total disaster. The model spit out generic fluff. Half of it wasn't even in the update. I was ready to yell, "I want the truth," just like our user. Then I fed it context, the actual change logs, user stories, and dev tickets. Boom, the output was spot on, listing exact features, fixes, and even known issues. Context turned a hallucination into a document I could trust. I'll spill more details on how I fine tuned that process in a future episode. Consider this a teaser.
All right, Mo, I'm with you now. That's a solid example. Context as the anchor for truth makes sense. But let's pivot to something you've been working on that ties into this. I hear you've got a cool project called Let's Talk. How does context fit into making technical content more accessible?
Naz, your ability to connect the dots is uncanny. I love diving into this with you. Let's Talk is an AI driven chat component I've built to make my technical blog posts interactive. The problem with static content is real. Readers struggle to find specific info, explore topics deeper, or ask follow ups. Without context, their experience is limited. Let's Talk solves this by using a retrieval augmented generation, or RAG system. It pulls context from my blog's content, indexed with a vector database like Qdrant and powered by models like GPT-4o, and delivers tailored, accurate responses. So if someone asks about RAG systems or data strategy, they're not getting a generic guess, they're getting the truth, grounded in my actual writing.
That's fascinating. So it's like having a personal guide who knows every word of your blog. What exactly can people do with Let's Talk? Break it down for me. I'm curious how far this context driven magic goes.
I'm thrilled to walk you through it, Nas. Your enthusiasm fuels mine. With Let's Talk, users can ask direct questions about blog topics and get concise answers. Want code examples? It'll pull relevant snippets. Need to dig deeper into a concept like LLMs? It clarifies without forcing you to scour multiple posts. It even offers personalized guidance based on your background, all because it has the context of my content at its fingertips. It's like turning a one way lecture into a two-way conversation. Without that context, it'd be just another chatbot spewing vague answers.
I'm impressed, Mo. It sounds like context isn't just a nice to have, it's the backbone of trust here. What's powering this under the hood? Give me the techie scoop. I'm ready to follow your lead.
Happy to geek out with you, Naz. Your interest makes explaining this a joy. Let's Talk combines advanced embedding tech like Snowflake's fine tuned Arctic Embed 2 to understand technical content deeply. It uses Qdrant as a vector database for efficient indexing, language models like GPT-40 for production responses, and LangChain to orchestrate the full RAG workflow, and a custom Svelte component for a slicker feel. All of this ensures the AI has the context it needs to deliver accurate, relevant answers. Truth, not guesswork.
Okay, I'm sold on the power of context now. You've mentioned this is a prototype. Where can listeners try it out, and what's next for Let's Talk? I'm guessing context will keep playing a starring role.
Spot on as always, Nas. Your insight cuts right to the chase. Listeners can try Let's Talk directly through our site at theDataGuy.pro. Ask about RAG evaluation, data strategy, anything from my blog, it's ready for you. More is cooking on Let's Talk, which we will talking soon in upcoming episodes. It's all open source too. Check the GitHub repo, star it, fork it, or share it if you're intrigued. Context will absolutely remain the foundation. Without it, there's no truth to stand on.
That's a wrap on the tech side. But let's circle back to our courtroom drama. If I'm that frustrated user yelling at an LLM, give me the truth. What's the lesson here?
Naz, I'm glad you brought us full circle. Your knack for tying things together is something I always admire. The lesson is simple but powerful. If you want the truth from AI, give it context. Whether it's feeding specific data for release notes like I do, or building systems like Let's Talk to pull from a knowledge base. Context is what separates hallucination from reality. Demand the truth, but arm your AI with the facts first. Otherwise, you might just get a sarcastic comeback and no answers.
Wow, Mo, you've unraveled another tech mystery for me. Context isn't just a detail, it's the key to trust and truth in AI. Thanks for breaking it down with such flair. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in to the Data Guy Show. What do you think about context in AI, or what other tech dramas should we tackle next? Drop us a line, like, subscribe, and swing by theDataGuy.pro for more insights. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Always a blast diving into these topics with you, Naz. To our audience, send us your questions, your own AI showdowns, or any mysteries you want us to solve. We'll be back soon with more, including deeper details on those release note tricks I teased. Until then, keep seeking the truth.